Hi guys. So it's one of those Monday mornings where I'm sitting here and kind of enjoying the quiet. I'm very fortunate that my kids are all in school and that I get quiet during the day. I mean, later on I'll have the TV on in the background or whatever, but right now I'm enjoying my first tea of the morning. The kids are at school. They both went to school. My daughter's been not feeling very well off and on for the last couple weeks, so it seems like everything's okay, and she went off to school. So we'll see if she calls me during the day to come pick her up. But I'm going to take advantage of both of them being gone today and do all of those, like, housewife things. Ugh. Can I just put a disclaimer out there that I am not a naturally born housewife. I was career, and then with my son's diagnosis and all that kind of stuff, my life changed. I mean, for the better. There are things that we experience now that I never would have imagined gives me so much pleasure as they do now. But, you know, things you say when you're pregnant. One of mine was basically, I'll carry the child, and as it turned out, children, because they were twins, and then I'll give birth, and then I'm back to work as fast as possible. And I was actually back to work pretty quickly. But, you know, there are days when I miss working outside the home, but there are days when I just truly feel blessed that I can be home. And for example, you know, over the last 2 weeks, my daughter has been home 4 days over, you know, the actual 2 weeks because she hasn't been feeling well. And so I didn't have to disappoint an employer and, you know, call in and say I can't come in today. So that, I don't know, I'm rambling. Just, I feel very fortunate that I'm able to do that. I mean, we've given up my old paycheck, you know, stuff like this, but we're able to make ends meet. We live within our means, and we're good. So today is going to be filled with a lot of cleaning. Anybody else not like this? You know, I have to clean, and I'm looking over there because that's my son's, like, desk station. There are so many crumbs over that, so I need to clean that. He's also, like, hoarding all of these, let's see what's there. Snoopy, in the night garden, there's some trucks, all these kind of like little characters. So I'm going to see if I can put it into a little basket so at least it's contained instead of out and looking like a disaster. So I've got to deal with that. I've got to deal with my kitchen, deal with the science experiments that I discovered in the kitchen, in the fridge over the weekend, which it hurts me when that happens, because then you know that that's food that you've bought, and there are people that can't afford food. And anyway, there's going to be a big compost green bin out this week, I think. I do want to sweep the entire main floor, and my daughter's been asking me, pestering me, nagging me. There's a few kind of little sewing things, like on one of her hats there's a small rip, on one of her stuffies there's a small rip, stuff like that. So I just need to take out some needle and thread and do that. Oh, isn't the first sip of caffeine of the day absolutely lovely? Anyway, so here's a funny thing though that happened. So y'all know that apparently I'm Southern States now. I'm enrolled in school. I'm currently in my 3rd year, and I got a phone call last week from the college. They informed me that I was actually waitlisted for one of my courses, and I was no longer waitlisted. So I'm like, oh, okay. How would I have known that? And they're like, oh, well, you know, go here, blah, 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 on the website. And I'm like, yeah, I didn't. And they're like, okay, well, you've missed the first couple weeks of school, so just, you know, go on in and explain the situation. I'm like, yeah. Is this where I tell you that I've actually been going to class anyway? Because I had no idea I was waitlisted. So, I have to make sure that because they don't keep the credit card information, I guess. So when I was waitlisted for the one course, but the other course I was not waitlisted for, they process the registration for that one, and then they get rid of the credit card information, so you have to go and kind of re-register for the other course. So I have to make sure that that's gone through, because that class actually that I was originally waitlisted for, we are not physically in class this week, so I need to make sure that I still have access to everything online so that I can do the work, because when we are not in class, then there's actually kind of a mini assignment that you're supposed to do to still be doing the learning. So that's kind of important. I need to make sure that all that's cleared up today. Let's see. Oh, I've got my list down here. That's why I'm looking down. For the course that I was not waitlisted for, we have a journal that we have to write each week based on the group activities that we do. So I need to do those 2 journal entries because I've been in class twice now. And let's see. Oh, the big one, now that I have all of my course information, is that I actually need to update my day timer and my calendar and childcare. So that I have everything, you know, such as the fact that I don't have class this week for one of my courses, but for my other course I do, which is kind of funny because I have the same professor for both. But anyway, so I have to update those. Let's see. I'm just taking... Oh, I still have a Christmas tote sitting in my dining room. That needs to go down to the basement. Can someone take that down for me, please? Thanks. Let's see. Oh, I also need to email, because I haven't heard back from them. It's, some of you know that I actually I facilitate support groups here in town for parents of kids with special needs. And there's this one cafe that we do it in, and it's an awesome little cafe. It's community run, and they actually have this really cool button system where if you can't afford food, you can come in and use up to 4 buttons. I almost did 4 buttons a day to be able to purchase the exact same food that's on the menu. I have taken video of it before, so I will insert it. So you can kind of go take a look at that. But I wanted to book. They have kind of a back room that you can book for meetings and stuff. So I wanted to be able to book that for the support group meetings in February through to June. And I did send an email a couple weeks ago, but I haven't heard back, and I realized that this morning. So I will send her a follow-up email today as well. Just FYI, in the summer I don't bother scheduling the support groups. I actually schedule kind of play dates at different parks in town. So we all kind of go and take up a picnic table for a few hours and let the kids go and run free while the grown-ups have some grown-up time. So and I schedule that kind of every other week almost, when my son is home. Because every other week he's at his dad's, although I'm not sure how that's going to happen this summer, because we just haven't booked all that yet, and he's currently looking for a new position, so I don't know if he'll have the full 4 weeks off this summer. So anyway, and this Friday is also a PA day, so I've got to figure out what we're going to do for that. So, because it snuck up on me. I'm not sure where January has gone. So I need to figure out what we're going to do for that day because, you know, children sitting around at home tend to get a little bored. So we'll figure that one out. Anyway, there's my rambling over the exciting life that I lead today. And I need to do kind of all that before the kids get home from school. I mean, there's some things that I can do when they're home, but, you know, preferably some of the stuff, well, some of the stuff actually has to be done before they get back. And I think what I'm going to do first, well, first I'm going to finish my tea because this is very important. And then after that, I think the next thing is to, I don't know, probably follow up with the college because that may take a few hours of back and forth and stuff. And who knows, I may actually have to go there. So we'll see. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. So while I was having my tea this morning, I put everything together for people to pick these items up that I'm donating today, and actually took pictures of other ones and posted, I think, about half a dozen more items. So decluttering feels great. So here's my son's desk that he uses, and for some reason he actually always leaves the iPad on the floor below it. But I just, you know, it's not too bad. It's fairly tidy, but when you look up close, you can see all the crumbs and everything that he spilt over the weekend. So I'm just going to take a few minutes to kind of tidy this space up. Here is my son's area all cleaned up. Ignore all the wires down here. I actually bought some stuff to corral all of them. I'm just waiting for them to arrive so I have a squeaky floor. This is where he likes to leave Elmo watching the computer all the time, which I think is pretty cute. And then all that I did too was he uses his whiteboard with markers all the time, or often anyway, with dry erase markers. So I actually corralled them all into this little basket. He loves his Canadian flag there, a couple books that he likes, his mirror to look at how cute he is. But basically I just cleaned it all off and got a little basket for all of his toys to be corralled there. So it didn't take long, and you know, I feel better anyway knowing that the whole thing is all organized now. So that bin up there is actually some of my paperwork and stuff that I just haven't filed away, but it keeps it tidier in there. So one more thing off my list for today. Okay, so I have found my kitchen. I now have a counter everywhere. It's awesome. I love this. I have been watching, let's see, what's her name? Organized Mom. I don't know if you can see it there in focus. And I've been listening to Whose Kid is Whose? Answering your questions. I don't know if you found her on YouTube, but she's awesome. So she's a homeschooling mom. Don't know how people do homeschooling. Hats off to them. So I've also taken out stuff to make for my dinner tonight. It's a recipe that I actually posted on my Facebook page. I'll see if I can find the link and put it but down below in the comments section. But it basically entails some kind of Pillsbury dough, some tomato sauce, and also some ground beef. So I actually had browned this ground beef on the weekend. I think the recipe itself actually asked for meatballs, but I have ground beef already made. So whatever I don't use from in this container, I will freeze in smaller kind of Ziploc bags so that I have them to quickly use in the future. It's just, I find it so much easier to deal with it that way. Unfortunately, I know my daughter won't eat this. My son may. I'm not sure. But I wanted to try it, so that's what I'm going to make for dinner tonight. But yay, I have a kitchen with about 10 minutes to spare before the kids get home. See you guys soon. So there's what my dinner looks like. Basically, it was the Pillsbury dough at the bottom, some spaghetti sauce, the ground beef, some more spaghetti sauce, and then a whole bunch of cheese. And I put some Cajun spice amongst it as well. So I'm really looking forward to dinner tonight. So I've given the kids an after-school snack. Well, actually, my daughter barely ate her lunch, so she's eating that. But now I'm going to have my lovely chai with some Optimal lactose-free yogurt, strawberry flavored, and one of the banana caramel muffins that I made yesterday. So time to go sit down on the couch and catch up on a little bit of YouTube. Here's my dinner for the night. I just took it out piping hot. Let's see if I can do this with one hand. I don't know. We'll see. Well, it's not going to be pretty, but there we go. Let's see if I can kind of show. It's not really showing. Oh, there's a little bit of it. There's the Pillsbury dough in the bottom there. I purposely kind of pushed it over upside down, but it smells like a casserole actually. It smells really good. So there's some of the spinach from the tomato sauce and some of the dough and the, oh, anyway, it smells so good. I wish this was smell-o-vision for you guys. Doesn't look like much, but I'm looking forward to eating it. My little man here is watching a, I thought it was actually a DVD version of his favorite movie, Monsters, Inc. But they are actually, out of your mouth, sweetheart, they are actually reading the story to him. So that's pretty cool. I thought it was a full DVD, but it's not. Hi guys, so it's almost 8 o'clock now. I'm just steeping some, let's see, it's cinnamon apple spice tea, and basically I'm pretty much done for the day now. I'm going to sit down and I'm going to watch the second episode of X-Files. Yay, X-Files is back. It's totally taking me back to university days. Anyway, so I'm going to sit down with my, my apple tea and watch some X-Files. I think that's about it. So thanks for joining me. Oh, of course, edit this video and post it up and everything, but I've cleaned up the kitchen. Everything's good to go, basically. Just waiting for the kids' bedtime. So, hope you guys had a great day, and we'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for joining me today, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Bye, guys.